My name is Richard Denny, and I live at 316 Division Street in Erlanger. I was born here in Erlanger in 1939 on April the 9th, which, by the way, was Palm Sunday. Been here ever since, which this Saturday I will be here for 72 years in this same house. And this was built, of course, by my great-grandfather, Joseph Hickey, in they started in 1917 and finished the house in September of 1918. So you can see the house in just, about 7 years from now will be 100 years old. Over the years, I married my wife, Ruby. After Ruby and I had married in 1962, I was going at the time to the Ellesmere Church of Christ, and she was going to the Latonia Church of Christ. And I said to her, before ever we married, I said, one thing I want to do after we get married, I want us to have a church home of our own. We went to Erlanger for a while and Ellesmere and different places, trying to find maybe a place that we would be really could settle down with. Well, in the meantime, I had started working for a fella, cutting his grass and so forth, by the name of Edward Beale. Well, Brother Beale was going to the Sugar Creek Church of Christ. It's a church that had been there for a long time. I mean, the church that had started in 1836 and had expanded over the years. And he said, he always called me Skipper. And he said, Skipper, he said, I think you would like this congregation. I think you could find a church home. Well, he was right. And I've been there ever since. And I love it. I just love that little congregation. Now, we're not a big congregation. We're not a mega church. But like, for instance, last Sunday, we only had 4 of us. But hey, we may be small in numbers, but we're mighty in spirit. This is the Sugar Creek Church of Christ. And we are on 127 in Gallatin County between, actually 42, US 42 and over into Glencoe and on down to Frankfort. We have been here a long time, and what you're seeing here is the sanctuary, inside of the sanctuary of the church building here. I have ministered here for quite a long time, and certainly enjoy the little church. We've been here a long time, since 1836, I think is when it began, and they moved down here in this present building in 1949, and they built the building themselves. It was all volunteer labor that the fellows did, and of course our services are at Sunday school at 10 in the morning, and church itself begins at 11. So if you'd like to come, we're here and be glad to have you. I would like to say, I know that a lot of times, and I know that you fellows are young fellows, and of course your life is in front of you, you may not stay in this area. It may be that, believe it or not, that the Lord would want you to go somewhere else. You see, He works in all of our lives. Sometimes we don't want to give Him the credit for doing so, but He does. And I don't know for why He took my brother and moved him out west, but He left me here. Well, you see, at the time I didn't know why. Now I do. And do I like Northern Kentucky? Yes. Do I like everything about Northern Kentucky? No. There are things that, of course, like anyone else, I would like to see change. But, hey, I'm a Kentuckian, and I've been a Kentuckian all my life, and I wouldn't change it. I don't want to change it. I like to go to visit with my brother, but then it's time to come home. And this is home. Sugar Creek is home. 316 Division Street is home. Why? Because my church family is here, and my actual family, my children, my wife, they will always be in my home at 316 Division. And any of my grandchildren, that's their home as well. And I want it that way. And God has helped me to have it that way, and I thank Him for that. So, fellas, I don't know how you feel about Northern Kentucky, but I like it. I think it's pretty neat. And I think there's a lot of things that we do here in Kentucky that we need to really be proud of.
Jesus comes to born His children, whether it be noon or night. They go to Him with blind eyes watching, with our lamps all trimmed and